Hello everybody, today I'm doing movies to watch on Netflix part 2. I made the first one back in August and I think some of the stuff that was on that list probably isn't on Netflix anymore, so I thought what the heck, let's do a new one again. I've gone through quite a lot of stuff. There's like I do the UK first, but then I say if it's on the US as well, and then I do the US and say if it's on the UK as well, so there's quite a bit of a mix. There's a lot of documentary on here, some animation, some comedy or horror, and there's a big mix of stuff. If you see me wearing the same shirt for the next few videos, I had all these ideas and I wanted to get the videos out of the way. So let's start with this. So first off, we're going to do UK, like I said. So first off, we have Blackfish. Blackfish is on UK and US Netflix. Blackfish is the documentary of the orcas, the killer whales, at SeaWorld, and it's all about the horrible stuff that goes on there, because SeaWorld is a disgusting, horrible place, and SeaWorld did lose a lot of stuff after this documentary was made. Like, they lost a lot of money and a lot of people didn't want to go anymore, and I think you should look at it if you've been to SeaWorld, if you're thinking of going to SeaWorld, then look at this and it will change your mind completely. It's a very sad documentary to watch, but it's also a fantastic one to watch as well. It's very horrible with what it does, but it's a documentary that really works as well. Next one is Religious. Religious is, well, it's ridiculous and religious, you know, put together. Religious is a documentary all about religion and comedy as well, and it's very funny with the things that it does. There's one part where they go to a theme park that is just all about the Bible, and there's all Jesus people walking around, and it's one that you should definitely check out because it's very funny. And next one is one of my favourite stop motion claymation animations from Aardman, Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. And if you've never seen this, and check it out, it does pokes at horrors and all other stuff, and it's a whole lot of fun. Next one is The Raid 2, the excellent sequel to The Raid. I believe The Raid is still on Netflix, but I'm not sure. You have to look for yourself. But The Raid 2 is an excellent sequel that I think is better than the original. It just goes even crazier. It's a whole lot of fun. If you want fun action to watch, then that's the one. The next one is In Order of Disappearance, a foreign film. With Skarsgård, I forgot his whole name. But it's a revenge movie, which is violent and crazy, and it's funny and at times as well, and it is a lot of fun. It's a very good revenge movie. Next one is Joe. This is on the UK and US Netflix with Nicolas Cage. One of the best performances that Nicolas Cage has done in years, and it's also a brilliant movie. Next one is Frank, which went from Joe to Frank, completely different films. This is on UK and US Netflix as well. Frank is with Michael Fassbender wearing a head the whole time. This is an absolutely hilarious film with some really great music moments as well when Michael Fassbender sings. Really great movie that you should definitely check out. Next one is Short Term 12, UK and US Netflix. This one is one that made me cry. It's a very moving, beautiful film about this woman working in a kid's foster home and stuff. It's a really nice film, very moving, and really enjoyed it. Next one on the UK list, it's an American Netflix, but a bit of a British film, Layer Cake. I only saw Layer Cake the end of last year from Matthew Vaughn. Matthew Vaughn directed this with Daniel Craig. Excellent movie, sort of a crime gangster movie, but it's really good. Next one is The Warriors, one of my favourite movies. I know there's some mainstream stuff always on here, but I like to just do this stuff if people just to say people do want to watch, because it's the stuff that I see on Netflix. I'm like, I want to watch that, because I went through the UK one today and I was going through stuff. I'm probably going to make more of these videos when I do watch more stuff. But yeah, The Warriors is about, you know, the group, the Warriors having to get across New York, and there's a lot of gangs after them after killing this leader. Just a brilliant movie, and definitely one that you should check out. Next one is The Conspiracy, UK and US Netflix. I saw this at Fright Fest about 2 years ago. It's a found footage movie, but it's one that is very interesting. It talks about 9/11 and then goes into a very weird horror with a really interesting ending, and really did enjoy this. Next one is Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan, which was the story of Oscar Grant, who was shot at a train station by a police officer, and it's all the events that led up to the shooting, which is a very moving and fantastic movie, and Michael B. Jordan does an excellent performance in it, and it's one that you should definitely check out. Next one is a very underrated movie in my opinion, Young Adult with Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron. It's just, this was a very funny movie which I didn't expect to like that much, but it's a really fun movie to watch and you should definitely check it out. Next one is Bad Lieutenant, the original. This is the grimy, gritty movie, but a really great one. And if you want to see something a bit dark and weird, then check out Bad Lieutenant. And the final one of the UK list is Simon Killer, UK and US. Simon Killer, it's a very interesting movie, a very weird one. It's set in France and it's very weird with everything that it does. And Bradley, let me just remember his name, Brady Cosbett. I posted a funny games like this, I was trying to remember his name. He's really good in it. There's these really weird things what the director does where it looks like he's on a fan, but the camera does these whole things where conversations are still happening, but the camera just moves along the room like that. But yeah, definitely check that out. Very weird and just obscure, but it's good to watch the whole thing and see what really happens in it. Now onto the US list. So on the US list, the first one is Mary and Max. Mary and Max is a beautiful, moving stop motion that talks about autism and Asperger's syndrome, and it's the ending has made me cry every single time I've seen it. It's just a very moving movie and really love it. Excellent Australian movie as well. The next one is The Mule, another Australian movie which I only recently saw, which was written by Lee Warnell, and then had a few other people that he's worked with. It's about a guy having to put drugs up his arse and trying to, he has to be put in a hotel room for 7 days while the police want him to shit the drugs out pretty much, and he's got to get through that. Sounds weird, that premise, but it's a really good movie as well, really enjoyed it. Next one is All This Mayhem, which is an excellent documentary based on the Pappas brothers, two skateboarders, and how their life took a bit of a downfall when they were really going to skateboarding, the things that the skateboarding lifestyle did to them. It's a really interesting documentary. It does take a while to get into it, but when it gets to the end, it does this whole moment where the film just gets really surprising and does stuff that you weren't expecting to happen in it. Next one is Hide and Seek, a Korean movie, which I only recently watched, but it's a very interesting mystery type movie that I really enjoy, and if you like Korean movies then definitely do check it out. The next one is The Imposter, another documentary. The Imposter is the story of this family whose son went missing when he was 12, and then this guy turns up a few years later saying that he is the son. It's a documentary that is just so interesting to watch as you find out what this guy truly did and all the things that happen, and it's just like mesmerising and just weird to see what happened, and it's hard to understand how the things that happened in this movie truly did happen, so definitely check out The Imposter. The next one is one of my favourite films of last year, Snowpiercer with Chris Evans, just set on a train, having to go down the carriages. It's violent, it's crazy, it has beautiful cinematography, an excellent score, brilliant performances, and Tilda Swinton in it is just brilliant as well. I absolutely loved it, and one you should definitely check out. Next one is Sound of Noise. Sound of Noise is a foreign movie that is very interesting with I keep saying interesting throughout this whole thing, but it is. It's a film that uses its surroundings and its atmosphere to make the music. It has all things where they will make music out of, like, they're in a hospital and they make music out of the breathing machines and the oxygen, and they're like drumming on it and stuff, and it's these people that go in and do sort of like, not graffiti, but they go in and do all their sound in places that they went to, and they do it in banks and stuff, and it's all really interesting to watch this and see it unfold, because this man is tone deaf, and the noises that he hears, and when people hit things, it's really great with what it does. Next one is Nightmare Factory, which is all the special effects that have been on like things like The Walking Dead and American horror movies. It's, done a few documentaries in here, but this is one that I really think you should check out. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's got the main guy in it that did all the special effects on The Walking Dead and a lot of other horror movies, all the gore effects, and if you like the practical effects side of movies and stuff, then this is one to really check out. Next one is Bronson with Tom Hardy. Bronson is a great movie, and Tom Hardy is brilliant, and I love it. He's so crazy, and it's one from Nicholas Winding Refn. You can tell from the cinematography in this, but it's a really great movie and one to definitely check out. Next one is I Know That Voice, another documentary, which is... I'm a big fan of animation, and I always like to look in voice actors and stuff, and this is one that is all about the voice actors, and it's really interesting to know that the people that... you see the faces of the people that did all the voice acting, things like Futurama, and all these other animations. Like it's really interesting to see that, and if you like voice acting stuff, then it's one to check out because you learn a lot more about voice acting. Next one is Blue Ruin, a fantastic revenge movie. This is on UK and US Netflix. One last one in the cinema. It's one of the best revenge movies I've seen in an incredibly long time. Next one is The Babadook, which recently got added to the US Netflix. The Babadook is one of the best horrors that's come out in a long time, which sees the family grieving and all these other things, and it's creepy. It didn't need to have jump scares, and it's one of the creepiest films I see, and it stays with you. Seen it in a long time, and it stays with you after you have seen it. I keep mumbling up my words today, doing really well with this. The next one is Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest is one of the silliest and stupidest movies, but it's a whole lot of fun, and if you've never seen Galaxy Quest, then check it out. Next one is Super, a very different take on the superhero genre with James Gunn, where Wilson, try to remember his name. Rainn Wilson going around with Spanner, and Ellen Page as well. Liv Tyler and Kevin Bacon. There's quite a big cast to it, but it's violent, it's silly, but it's really fun to watch as well. And the final one on the US list is Winnebago Man. Winnebago Man is a guy that did a Winnebago advert, and then all the outtakes of him going crazy and swearing lots about Winnebagos, and then a crew hunting him down to try and see what he's doing now, and he's the exact same as the Winnebago things. It's a hilarious documentary of this man who was the Winnebago Man. It's a very interesting movie to watch as well, and see all the Winnebago stuff, and one that had me laughing a lot. So that's my movies to watch on Netflix. If you like these videos, then send in the comments down below, and if you want me to make more of them, then I will make more of them, because I enjoy making these. I was doing a lot of search on this sort of stuff, but I enjoy doing these, and I enjoy doing list videos and stuff, and it's always fun to do. So that is all for me today. Thank you very much, and I shall see you all again very, very soon. Goodbye.